Hello and welcome back to the Faded Wildflower Crochet. My name is Rachel and today's video is our second installment of Will It Ami, which is just a series I've started where we test out different types of yarn and see if they're any good for amigurumi or a crocheted plushie. For today's episode, we are trying out Lion Brand True Boo yarn, which is a bamboo yarn and it is lightweight yarn. My obsession lately has been working with velvet and blanket and nice thick plushy yarns. So this is going to be a huge change from what I'm used to. I don't think I've ever worked with bamboo yarn before. I have worked with alpaca and wool, but never bamboo yarn. So this will be interesting. So for today's video, we are going to be making this bluebird plush, which, shameless self-promotion, is a pattern that you can buy right now in my Etsy shop. It is available. And I obviously made this guy in a bulky velvet yarn. And I'm going to be using the exact same pattern, the exact same stitch count with the lightweight bamboo yarn. So I'm going to be interested to see the size difference. It's probably going to be a big size difference. So I'm really excited. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at the yarn itself. It is really soft and smooth. It has a bit of a sheen to it, which is very pretty, but I am a little bit nervous that it might be slippery to work with. So we will see. These are 3.5 ounce skeins, size 3 lightweight. It recommends a 4mm crochet hook. We will have to be going smaller than that. I'm not sure how small yet. This one is called Blue. This one is Coral. So I think that's about it. I also forgot to mention that this yarn normally runs $6.49, but of course Joanne was having a sale as I made this recording. It also comes in 17 different colors. I am straight up not having a good time. Okay, I'm back, and this is what I have so far. It's so little. I'm not gonna lie though. This yarn is very frustrating to work with. It splits very, very easily. I did have to use a pretty small hook. I think 2.5mm is what I used. And it just kept getting caught. And I kept having to take out stitches and redo them, which is very frustrating to have to do. I do think it looks good, but I also am noticing that once it's worked up, it's not as soft as when you just feel the skein of yarn. It feels very soft, but once it's worked up, it really doesn't feel rough, but it doesn't feel that soft either. So far, I'm really not that pleased with this yarn. I'm not going to lie. I'm not having the best time ever. I thought about quitting, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to finish him. But so far, not so good. almost done. And no offense to this little guy, he's so cute. And he turned out adorable, but this yarn was not the easiest to work with. It definitely just split a lot, like I said before. It continued to happen. And when I was sewing on the pieces, it also was doing the same thing where it was starting to come apart. So that just made it really difficult to work with for me. And you really have to have your tension just right. Once I kind of got in the groove with my tension, it was a bit easier. However, I just don't think that it's worth it for me. I probably won't be reusing this yarn. So will it, Ami? Yes, it will. It just takes a lot of patience and, like I said, the right tension. And once you get that down, it is easier to work with. But like I said, I won't be repurchasing this yarn. I won't be using it again. I wanted to show a size difference between these guys. This is my original one made in bulky velvet yarn. And this is the one we made today. Isn't the size difference crazy? They're worked in the same stitch count, if you can believe it. Hi, did you decide you wanted to be in the video? Hi. Thank you so much for watching this video. What is your experience with bamboo yarn? Do you find it as hard to work with as me? Let me know down below. And like I said, you can purchase my bluebird pattern on my Etsy shop. You can check out my other listings on my Etsy shop. You can follow me on Instagram and subscribe, stick around. Let me know what other kinds of yarns you want me to try in the future, and I'll see you next time.